fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the DX ENEIKEN NOROSHI from Kamen Rider Saber. This is the sword/henshin device for Kamen Rider Saber. You can see her featured very prominently here on the right side of the box. And it also comes with the, and I apologize because I'm probably going to butcher this, Konshu Dai Hyaka Wonder Ride book. Hopefully I said that correctly, but that's the main book she uses to transform, so of course that's included as well. This was a premium Bandai release. I believe this came out in Japan a month or two ago, but I unfortunately missed the first wave of orders and got into the second wave, so I just got mine about a week or two ago. But packaging looks very nice. Up here you just kind of see the book and the sword. It tells you the contents of the box. Not too much going on down here. Batteries are included for both the sword and the book, which is nice, always appreciated. Over here, let's see, we just have a picture of Sabella and of course the sword and the book. And then over here on this side, it's just kind of the front of the box, you know, spinning around to the side here. And then on the back, we have a pretty cool picture of Sabella here with the sword. So I think this is pretty cool. Very excited to check this out. Let's go ahead and get everything out of the box and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here are the sword and the book out of the packaging. I'm going to put the book off to the side for a moment so we can take a look at the sword real quick. I think it looks really good. A lot of nice gold paint. You have some light gray plastic here for the blade of the sword. You have a couple buttons over here and over here. Here's where you pull the tab out, so the watch batteries are located under this panel. If you ever had to replace them, you just push down this little gold button here, and that would slide off. You can see it's even got grooves over here. It can kind of fit into the sword driver, and I'll show that off a little bit later. It doesn't quite fit all the way, but it can fit a little bit. I like the guard over here with the nice chrome. I think that looks good. Speakers right here. If we go ahead and press the trigger, just get kind of a generic slashing sound, but you can hold it down. And this is going to kind of switch between two modes. You'll hear when we add the book. Still just get the same slash sound in either one, but yeah, overall I think the sword looks pretty good. If we bring the book back in so we can take a quick look at this. You can see it is meant for the middle slot of the driver. Again, here's where you pull the tab out. If you ever need to replace the batteries, you would just slide this panel off. You got the speaker here. You got a gold book instead of the usual silver, which is very nice. There's the QR code. Konshu Dai Hyaka. So I was pretty close. I was pretty close in my pronunciation. If we flip this open. Really cool. I like this animation style here. I think this looks really cool. Very, very nice. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's get into the transformation here. So there you go, you have your transformation jingle there. Still just back to the normal sounds. If we hit this button here, so you get two different sounds there depending on if you hit it once or twice. Then you can hold it down. So it's kind of fun. The first one is in her voice, the second one is in the sword's voice, and then the holding it down one is in both of their voices, which I think is kind of fun. So now if we hold the trigger down, then we'll do these again. So there you go. That's pretty much it for the sound effects with this. You're back to the normal slashing sound. If you want to remove the book, that's what this button up here is for. So you just hold that down, and you can see that that releases the little clamp right there. So yeah, really cool. Love the sound effects. Love the look of the sword. But we can go ahead and use this with the sword driver. So let's take a look at that. Alright, so this is meant for the middle slot of the driver. So we'll just go ahead and pop it in. So I wanted to show its compatibility with another book, so I just brought in Brave Dragon here. So that's it for that. And I did want to demonstrate that you can actually pop this sword in here. As I mentioned earlier, there we go. It will fit into the track, and it will actually activate the books when you pull it out. So I think that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. There's really no reason it should do that. It never happened on the show or anything like that, but it's just kind of fun that they built that into it. So I think this is a fun release. Honestly, I really like the sword. I like the design. I like the color scheme. You get a lot of nice sound effects with this. It has kind of the normal slash sound effects if you're just using the sword on its own. It has the henshin sounds. And then after that, you get a couple different attack sounds. And there's 2 different modes with some attack sounds for each. So there's a decent amount of playability packed into this thing. Plus, it is a Wonder Ride book that you get included. So, of course, that has compatibility with the sword driver, as we saw. So I think it's a nice set. Now, I do wish it was a normal retail release instead of Premium Bandai. I have to guess, I'm assuming it's kind of that, sales for Saber were kind of waning, and they decided to make this a Premium Bandai release to get the guaranteed sales instead of just having it sit on shelves. Again, pure conjecture on my part, but I have to assume it was something like that. But having all of the swords all together was such an important aspect of the show that I felt like I couldn't stop buying the swords when I only had 2 more to go. But like I said, I really like it, so I'm glad I picked it up. I really like the design for Kamen Rider Sabella. The character itself, at first I didn't care for her as much, but she grew on me as time went on. But I really like the suit. Like I said, I like the sword and everything. So to me, this was a no-brainer. I had to pick it up. And I'm looking forward to Durandal's Saber, sword, trident, whatever you want to call that. That should be coming up soon because I have that as well. So I'll be doing the review for that pretty soon. But yeah, I think this is a fun set. Now, I did notice that usually with Premium Bandai sets, you get a ton of phrases from the show. And they've kind of started to get away from that. For me, personally, it's not a big deal because I didn't really understand the phrases, so I'm not really missing out on much, and it's less to review for the video. Those videos always ended up being 30, 40 minutes because I just had so many phrases to get through. But I did notice they're kind of getting away from that. Sometimes they do, but when they have things like this, and it's kind of another hint to me that maybe this was originally going to be a normal retail release, and then they kind of pulled it back to Premium Bandai because it doesn't have all that extra Premium Bandai functionality like the ton of phrases. So I'm wondering if this was originally supposed to be a normal DX release, and then when the sales started to decline, they just pushed it to Premium Bandai because that's a little bit more safe. I'm really starting to think that that's probably what happened here. But in any case, it's a fun release. I like it a lot. I definitely recommend picking it up. At this point, I would probably check Mandarake, Yahoo Japan Auctions, things like that. I'm sure you could probably find one around for not too expensive. I can't imagine that these are, and highly sought after. Not that there's anything wrong with them. I just feel like Saber's popularity is in the decline, especially now that Revice is in full swing. So I think now would be the time to jump on one of these if you're looking for one. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.